Alright, in today's video I'm going to once again make a video requested by one of you guys, and in today's video I'm going to give my opinion on concurrent periodization. Now, first and foremost, before talking about anything else, what actually is concurrent periodization? I'm actually going to put the definition on screen right now, but it basically means just doing multiple things at once. So in a strength context, this would be something like on day 1 you would do your sets of 10, and on day 2 you would do your triples. So one day really focused on volume, and one day really focused on strength, trying to improve on volume and strength work all in the same training week at the same time. You would program this in a very similar way compared to other programs. So let's say on day 1 you would do your volume, a 3x10 starting off with your body weight, and just increase by 3.5 kilograms every single week. On your strength work, pretty much the exact same thing. Start off with a 3x3 on, let's say, 20 kilograms, and then add in 2.5 kilograms to that every single week. This is a way that you can do this with a linear program, but obviously you can also use a wave or a step program. And now let's talk about my opinion on this type of periodization. Now, the title of this video and the fact that I'm talking about this in this manner probably gives away my opinion, and that is that I'm generally not a big fan of this type of periodization, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason that most people run a program like this is that they think that they will make twice as much gains as if you were to train both of those qualities separately. This actually is true to a certain extent. However, there are a couple of things that I really want you guys to know about. First of all, as you run this program for a couple of weeks, you will end up very quickly with 2 heavy workouts every single week, since you really want to be progressing on both workouts. And like I've talked about in previous videos, it really is not a very smart idea to have 2 very hard workouts every single week. I'll put a link up to that video in one of the 2 upper corners. And then when you reach the end of your program, you're gonna have a very heavy set of 10 on day 1 and a very heavy set of 3 on day 2. 2 very intense workouts, essentially back to back. So there really is no way to actually really have your best performance possible on those 2 consecutive days. And then lastly, as you actually do multiple things at once, you actually have to divide your focus in between those 2 things, which means that you'll probably get less out of each individual thing, because once again, it really isn't getting 100% of your attention. And that is why, to kind of finish off this video, I think that the vast majority of people are way better off really focusing on one thing at a time and really trying to maximize your performance on that one thing before really going and working on anything else. So let's say that you really take a couple of weeks, dedicating those weeks to sets of 10, really try and max out the amount of work and weight that you can do for your sets of 10 before then going into a rep range, and you will be surprised how much better off you are really dedicating yourself to one thing before moving on to the next thing. And this is something that I've actually really learned the importance of over the last year, because right now I fully understand the importance of volume work, just focusing on volume for a couple of weeks, maybe even a few months, really getting my performance up on like the sets of 10 and sets of 8. And if I then go to strength work, my progress goes to the roof. So I just feel like right now it's much better to actually like dedicate yourself to like a certain thing, focus on one thing at a time, and you will reap the benefits of that later on in your training program. And with that being said, that's pretty much all I want to talk about in today's video. Now, probably a bit of a shorter video compared to all my other ones. However, I still hope that you got something out of this. And with that being said, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and share the video. Any more video ideas or questions, leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and latest.